The Mines of Mandalore. The title says it all. And my God, it's still only the second episode. All I have to say to Favreau and Filoni is that this is most definitely the way. G'day, welcome to the Nerdy Dad channel and my discussion of the Mandalorian episode, The Mines of Mandalore. Oh yeah, I've got Bo-Katan here for moral support. Let's make this an actual discussion. Let me know your thoughts and theories about the episode down in the comments. Chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore, is the second episode of The Mandalorian Season 3, and it was directed by Rachel Morrison. Morrison is not a director's name that I recognise, so I went and looked her up, and she's a cinematographer, so it makes sense that this episode looks absolutely gorgeous. I said in my review of last week's episode that it was fast-paced. Well, maybe it was, but woohoo! They really hit the accelerator this week. It just kept moving at an absolutely extreme pace, and it's awesome. On that note, I'm about to get into spoiler territory here. If you haven't seen the episode yet, why not? Go watch it, and then come back and join me here later. I'm going to start with that end tag. A mythosaur lives in those living waters. Holy shit. But they needed to end on something that big, just to top the rest of the episode. Let's go back to the start. I'm not surprised that Din went to Peli to get the memory chip for IG. In fact, that's where I thought he was going last episode, when he went to Bo-Katan's castle. I am surprised that we've gotten to Mandalore already. Last season's formula of constant side quest has been well and truly broken. Oh yeah, did manage to wind up with R5 as well. That's kind of hilarious. Well, I got the wrong idea when I saw that Mandalore was green in the trailers. That'll teach me to watch the trailer on my phone. Mandalore is green, but only because it got glassed, not because there's any plant light. And that makes a lot more sense from what we already knew about Mandalore. I love the creature designs in this episode. Bo-Katan called these guys Alamites and said they used to live outside the domes on Mandalore. I wonder if these dragon-type creatures also lived outside the domes. And does anyone know what the hell this guy is? I mean, his eye looked to be organic, but not a whole lot else. He's creepy as, especially when he starts draining Din's blood. I guess Bo-Katan has well and truly become one of the good guys now. Given her backstory, I wasn't sure which way she was going to break. I'm still not 110% sure, but they've at least set her up that she's got the right intentions. Din was definitely getting under her skin, but clearly when push comes to shove, she didn't want anything serious to happen to him. Although, this line,
"Let's get rid of him once and for all,"
gave me pause just for a little bit, until Bo came out to the N1, and it looks like she was just going to tell Din to leave her alone, which would have been more than fair. She ends up rescuing Din twice in this episode, however, and I don't know which twice made me chuckle more. Bo having to rescue Din twice, or 2 Mandalorian baptisms ending badly 2 weeks in a row. I love the setup, with Bo explaining that legend has it that the waters were once a mythosaur lair, but that's only a legend, only for her to come face to face with that legend when she has to go into the water. I absolutely love it. Also, just a little thing that I missed earlier. If there was any doubt whatsoever that the Children of the Watch were related to Death Watch, that doubt has to be gone this week, now that we know that Din was raised on Concordia. Alright, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. If you haven't already, you can subscribe to the channel here, just above Bo-Katan. This is the Nerdy Dad, signing off.